You went and saw the newest James Bond over the weekend. How was it?
Yeah, it was good. I mean, I went back to the movies for the first time, which was wild for me. It's been the better part of 2 years to sit in a cinema.
That would have
So
felt
that was
very
interesting
weird.
by itself. Yeah, real mixed. Like some people wore the mask the whole time, other people didn't. I was just eating the entire time, so it didn't really matter. Um, but it was nice. I thought the movie was really, really good. I was a little bit sad to see the end of Daniel Craig. Um, but I thought they did really well. There's a lot of twists and turns in it. The action scenes were very James Bond action scenes. Another action style thing that Anne has gotten into that I wouldn't have expected her to like. So, I mean, if it draws someone like her into what is traditionally a very misogynistic character, then it's really saying something about the direction that they're going with James Bond. He's not so much of I guess, a ladies' man that goes and does whatever he feels like now, but he's a bit more romantic, and she really responds well to that, and I really enjoyed that a lot more rather than the back in the Sean Connery days where he just kind of went around and did whatever or whoever he felt like. But yeah, the story is really good. There's a few kind of twists in there. I thought Rami Malek as the evil character, and his name was Lucifer. He was really quite good. He plays an evil villain pretty well.
Yep.
And I don't want to give away too many of the twists, but yeah, I really enjoyed it.
Okay, it's nice to hear that they are sort of evolving and adapting with the times and not stuck in that 70s and 80s style Bond.
Yeah, Sean Connery in the 60s, he got away with murder, like just whatever he wanted to say.
Yep. Yeah, and I guess they had to, otherwise people would have just totally boycotted it and there'd have been ridiculous backlash. But now they've
Yeah, and they
adapted,
do
they're
a good
obviously getting new fans.
yeah, they are, and they do a good step of adding new actors in there. So I think they've got I can't remember the actor's name, but they had a female who had taken over. James Bond's supposed to be coming out of retirement, and they had given his 007 number to another agent who she was quite good in her role. So yeah, again, a lot of strong women in there, which was quite good. The same, like a lot of gadgets and things that make it interesting. A lot of big CGI, a lot of big explosions. I guess it's a pretty tried and tested formula for James Bond films to have big action scenes, cars with miniguns coming out of the headlights, big stunts. But yeah, it was quite a long movie, and I didn't really feel bored or it was dragging on. So it was good. It was a nice way to go back to the movies.
Yeah, at least you went back with something good, unlike Jackson, who last week went back with the Eternals and hated the entire experience.
Yeah, you don't want that, especially now it's a COVID risk. It's got to be worth it.
Yeah, exactly. If I'm going to the movies, I want to be good because I'm risking my life here.
Yeah, exactly. I actually had James Bond trivia for you.
Oh god, I'm gonna fail at this.
How many years do you think has been going for James Bond since the first film was made?
What are we now? I don't know, 50 or 60 years.
Yeah, good. 59 years. How many movies?
I know this. It's a lot. I think it's like 28 or something.
Ooh, 27. You are not bad. How many Bond actors?
Um, okay. Craig, Brosnan,
Oh, good luck at
Connery.
this.
Who else was there? Roger Moore,
There's one Australian, Lazenby.
Lazenby.
Also, coincidentally, the worst Bond, but we'll skip past that.
Is there 6 or 7?
12.
Whoa.
Yeah, I know. That was me too. I can't even list them for you. I didn't write them all down, but it said 12. So now I guess we're looking for who's going to be 13.
Yeah, that's sort of the big talking point now. I wonder if they go. Obviously, they've sort of tested the waters with the female 007. Do they
I think
do
they
a
did
full
it just
female
enough to make
Bond?
people realize it wasn't going to work.
Okay, that's what they've done, just to sort of
Yeah.
squash that idea out of people's minds.
That's how I felt about it. Like I was happy for it to happen. They did a good little bit of kind of comic relief with it. But I was worried that they were going to keep that as how we're heading for the new 007, which I'm all for. Don't get me wrong, I'm all for the strong female secret agent role, but it's just too big an adaptation of a character for me.
Okay. Do you think we get a black James Bond?
I would be fine for that. I thought like Idris Elba has always been the one that people keep talking about, which I would be all down for. No problem for me.
Yeah, exactly. Idris is my pick. I love Idris Elba, and I think he fits the role perfectly.
Yeah, well, you've got to be kind of suave enough, and you've got to be old enough too. I know they were talking about a lot of younger actors. So Taron Egerton, the guy that plays, can't remember his name, but he's in The Kingsman.
Yep.
So they talked about him, but he was too young. And I think you're talking about actors. I was saying that kind of 30, 33, 34 is too young. So you want someone that's older and sharp. So they were talking about him. The one that I did like, they talked about, his name is Richard Madden, plays Robb Stark out of Game of Thrones. I thought that might work. Yeah.
Yeah,
so
I think
somewhere around there, I guess. But yeah, wait and see. To be fair, I didn't really think Daniel Craig when I was younger would be someone that I was going to like after the Pierce Brosnan days. And then he's been arguably the best Bond in the best Bond films for me.
Yeah, true. Yeah, I think taking the guy from The Kingsman would be a bit too sort of parallel shift, like a little bit too close, and people would get confused then. Charlie Hunnam would be another option, I think.
Yeah,
except
good.
He might fall into that too young bracket as well.
Yeah, you got to be like sharp, clean cut kind of guy. To be fair, I don't actually even remember Daniel Craig as an actor before Bond.
Yeah, I think that's another thing where they sort of, apart from like Pierce Brosnan, they kind of pick people that weren't huge names before they step into that role, and then that role takes them to that next level.
Yeah, it's a big responsibility, whoever it is. Big job.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't want to be that person. Like that's a big shoes to fill, especially coming off some of the best movies that they've put out.
Yeah. Well, No Time to Die was definitely up there for me. I really enjoyed it, and we've just gone through before that came out the whole every Daniel Craig Bond film we watched right before going to see that. So yeah, I think out of all the ones he's made, that would be probably top two. I think Casino Royale is probably my favorite, but this one's probably right up there.
And are they still on Stan, or did they shift over somewhere else?
I can't remember what was streaming them on. They're definitely on. They're all together on one of them. I can't remember which it was. I think it might be Stan, not Prime. I can't remember which of the two.
Yeah, I know that at one point they did have all the James Bond on Stan, but with all the new streaming services that have popped up in the last 12 months, they could have shifted over somewhere else. So
yeah, they're definitely still all together. I think it's one of those two.
Yeah, that's where the Just Watch app comes in really handy.
Someone
get in there,
to do that.
Type what you want to watch, and it tells you exactly where it's available. So
yeah, Apple TV does the same, which I like.